Good morning, traders. How we doing, guys? Another beautiful day, guys. Money Monday. Money Monday's running into troubles here. VSTM there at the highs there. You know, when I was longing this, I actually saw a hidden buyer in the 760s there. And that's why as it approached back down here, I was actually really concentrated on this little pullback here to see if it was going to break down below or if it was going to crack above at 61. So that's why I went long there at 61 here with my stop being 52. Was looking for the breakout here. Was expecting a little bit more pop, didn't really get it. So I went and I just took profits. On another day, you know, when we're in the green, you know, I might want to go hold and try to get that $8 break, but as we see, it's been holding up there by the highs, and I wanted to just take that breakout right here, that 65.70, and get on up here. All right, guys, let's see what we can find here. Pulling up the chat right here. All right, guys, all right. Live chat here. All right, guys, how we doing? How we doing? Mic check, mic check. Everybody hear me okay? How's this sound, guys? Everybody hear me okay? Watching VSTM there, go off the 9 EMA. These are the types of buys that I like doing off the 9 EMA with a good pattern. So we got in that 1 up, 1 down, 2 up, 2 down, 3 up. This is going to be that 3 up. What I would look for is a test and then a small pullback with the curling action of this 9 EMA going through that 790, then a breakout to $8. Another fail up there at 790s. We'll go ahead and look out for a breakdown below this 777. So I don't expect it to break out here. I just expect it to touch. What you want to see is if there's a high seller up there. You saw on 788, 785, about 8,000 shares there go through. There you go, guys. What's up? What's up? I did see CLPS there squeeze, but this is going to be on watch for tomorrow, really. The only way it could be on watch for today is above 9, and it's actually tapping up to 9 right now. I actually saw it start squeezing from 860. All right, TPIV crashing down there. What we're going to look for is a little bounce here. TPIV does not like to bounce, though. I've traded this stock short before. The only thing is it is by the VWAP, so we would want it to start breaking down more down here and seeing this stock fade away. Shorting it here, TPIV, it's a little dangerous. I'm going to show you guys right now what I'm looking at. Looking at the 1 minute chart, if I did short, it would have to be off that 9 EMA on a bounce here from 45, risking off of 60. So if I did take this short, I would take with 100 shares, looking for a bigger gain with a higher risk. Would need a bounce here. Don't want to just jam in short there. And that's what I usually see with TPIV. It doesn't really give you that chance really to get back into this stock. It usually goes ahead and just slams on down. Has a tendency of coming down hard and swinging right back up just as much. down there to 11.15s there. Huge crackdown through those 50s. I was actually looking for it to maybe go long. That's why I didn't go ahead and take that trade. I am seeing CLPS there really push there. And ZIOP there at 66 there. Let's take a look at CLPS, see what's really happening there on that squeeze. That squeeze was very, very strong as it's gone into the green for the daily. Closed yesterday at 968, or Friday on 968. Went down all the way to about $8, $7.85 range, and then went and started spiking on up. I saw it in the 860s. I was actually interested here when it went back here, but I didn't take it as a, you know, it just wasn't really a setup for me. It was more just watching the price action and knowing that it was a squeeze essentially. So you see this really hard curve here. What we're really gonna do is we're gonna watch this stock up here to 985. Above that is when it's really gonna be a long for today. If not, this is just gonna be on watch for tomorrow. It'll be one of the best stocks to watch for tomorrow. TPIV, as you see, it's all the way down there to 1109s. As you see, never really giving you a bounce to get in there. This is one of those stocks that you got to take it up here and risk about I say about half or a fourth of your share sizing, so that if it pops back up you can get out, or you can get this move down. Not really my setup, as it was way too above the VWAP. If it would have been just a little bit closer near the 40s, I might have taken the short. I'm gonna go back to VSTM, see what's going on with that. All right, so what you guys saw there was that third attempt. It came back down, and on this red candle, it should have swung back up there and get above 8 there. I don't like it when it gets below that if I was long, so I'm definitely more short biased now, as this stock looks like it's gonna just fail through the 780s, through the 776. So one of the key things is you want to see 3 attempts and a fail. So let's go ahead and just see, there's that action of failing there. So what I would look for is another bounce up, and then you could look to short. You wouldn't want to really short, just jump there, jump the gun. Looks like VSTM is just fading away there, guys. On this green candle that pops up, we're going to look for it to stay underneath here. Probably come up to the 80s. Yeah, I can try to speak a little louder. I'll raise my mic a little bit. Watching this spike, expecting the green candle of about 780. Still holding well on the 5-minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this stock to really start trending down. If this stock wants to fade away, it'll fade away pretty damn hard. If you look on the daily, we have this huge gap right here between yesterday and today, about $6.65 to $7 there. So there's about 40 cents there, even just in the gap. So what we want to do is we want to see this stock really start fading away there. Overall trend. So pull the 15-minute, look at the overall trend, and wait for the overall trend to break. So it'd be below 760s now. not rushing into shorts. That's one of the key things that I feel like I was doing last week. The only way I will rush into a short now is if I take 1/4 of my position looking to add as the trade turns my way. But this is not the stock that I would do it on. That's a stock more like TPIV when it went up to $12, or CLPS on Friday when it went up to $12 and it was super extended. What I mean by super extended is by like 100% or 200% up for the day. These are the stocks that you can go ahead and take maybe some chances on shorting the top. If you're only going to do this, I would recommend you using as small share size as you can. I say 1/4 of the sizing that you normally would use, so that way when the stock actually confirms and you can go ahead and add, you want to go ahead and add that rest of it. And what's going to do is going to give you an average above your price and give you that true ability to watch it nail down and really give you that gain. So you see that bidder there at 770? There's a nice bidder there at 770. He can make that bounce right here off the support and come back. That's why we're going to go ahead and just wait. Instead of just trying to jam onto this short, we're going to wait until the stock actually gives another attempt. Watching CLPS there, it's probably going to make one more run before fading a little bit. This KSPL, I don't think I can trade it. Oh, it is tradable. It is tradable. I didn't see this one out the hole. Don't know if you guys watched it. I didn't see it go out the hole, so it's a little interesting here. Alright. I'm going to focus more on VSTM, see what's going on there. See this bounce off the 68, see if it's going to curl here, or is it just going to fade down. Alright, CLPS there just crashed there through the 915 there. If you did want to take a chance with this one, I would say to short up there on a bounce now. You need to get filled near 9, the nearest 9 possible, so you could risk off the swing back reversal, which would be over 915. Not my kind of stock, as it's done the red to green move and could just keep bouncing up. On second day or third day, this is when I'm going to really look for this, is for that in the middle day on the daily, and then a fail the next day, or a long through that last close, which was 964. There's the turnaround on VSTM there at 770. There's someone holding it there, I think, at the 770s. I wouldn't necessarily short here, as you're still in the range here. You're still in this range. That's why you don't want to go ahead and short there. Being in that range is actually holding the stock. Hey, how we doing, Mike? Is that Mitchell or Michael? What I would recommend if you're just starting to learn the trade, I would look at some of my videos and also some of beginning traders videos. That's someone who I trade with alongside, and we try to teach you on learning through our experiences and trying to get consistency in trading. So what you really need to do is you need to do your research, do your studying, come back with a strategy that you want to go ahead and implement. If you need to know more about trading, I would definitely look at beginner trading videos. You can see strategy videos and tons of videos of him trading live. Anyone see any setups out there? Anyone see any setups you like out there? Go ahead and call them out there, and we'll go ahead and take a look. CLPS there. Never getting to those 9s, but just bounced there off of 95 and just came right back down there. The bid is 80, but the spread is about 12 cents there, so you got to be careful, guys. See how this stock just stayed in the range? It popped from the 770s up there to the range. That just shows you guys. You don't want to trade it within the range. You want to wait till it breaks out of the range. See the 5-minute here? It held the 9 EMA there. Let's see if it holds this 75 there. Just starts curling on through here. Holding this support here, curling throughout. IMMU, I'll take a look. Looks good. Looks like it's had its extension. I do see a resistance there at 24.50. Possible pullback coming to 24.06. Alright, I'm watching TPIV there, back to the VWAP. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3, and then down 3, swinging. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this stock to really hold up here. Probably bounce off this 10, 11, 14, get back up there. You see in VSTM there, just hang out in that area. I'm watching TPIV and VSTM. right, we saw that support hold there. That's a good sign there. We want that support holding there. And volume going through there. You see? 5,000. 5,000 there, at 3,000 there, at 79. You see how that volume just starts building up there? It's because they know they're building that size for that run up here. Alright, let's see if this swings above here. Looks like we got a little crash down there. Should have got that swing above in my eyes. So now I just gotta watch this in range still. Easiest thing I like to do is just pull the 15-minute. This always helps out. Helps me determine the true trend of the stock. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3, down 3. Looking good on SOGO. All right. All right, SOGO above there. Held there, looking better. All right, SOGO didn't break out there. It was through 1488 there. Gonna see if it's gonna hold the support there. Definitely watching this flag on SOGO. Watching VSTM and TPIV. Sogo, really interesting, guys. Jivo going off on the alert scanner. Jivo going off on the alert scanner. Man, look at Jivo go. Did a 5-minute one of those hold the trend and break out through the whole dollar. If I could trade this stock, I'd definitely take a swing at it, but you know how it is, guys. With Tradenet, we don't always have the best ability to get these kind of stocks. Flag on Sogo. Let me show you guys Sogo down here, so you guys can see what I'm looking at. That's what I'm seeing, guys, on Sogo. I have it on another chart. Just wanted you guys to be able to see it also. VSTM there, pressing on the support. Off at 70 again, guys. Alright, we're seeing Sogo break out there. Looking really interesting now, guys. Little pullback to 83 is what I'm expecting. And then a turnaround through 95. But let's see what we get here. Could just have a micro pullback and then shoot off. Salty, are you talking about Jivo? You went long at 570 or short? If you went long there, then you gotta really start trying to practice finding an EMA there for entries on longs. Right now I see the support 542. The support is 542. I try to, if I were you, if this pops through up there to 70, I would look to either take half of it off or just take the trade off, because the entry is bad. And when the entry is bad, your only thing you're trying to do is you're trying to see the trade go green. And sometimes we have to just take the trade off, seeing as we made a mistake on the entry to begin with. Alright, missing Sogo there, just looking at that Jivo. So I see Sogo there at 15s there. I kind of like this right there, but I wanted to pull back a little bit. 497s. $493, 497s. Breaking out there through 15s there, going to 1506 there. Really wanted to get long there, guys, at 590 there, but I took my eye off of it, and hey, we missed it, guys. That happens. I'm not rushing though. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. See if I can get in on a pullback here to off the bounce here. So we look for it to pull back a little bit here and then swing back above. But definitely a trade that I was definitely looking towards at 490s to get to the 15 and break. That would have been a nice trade there. We probably got like 15 to 20 cents on that trade there. Seeing VSTM there also bounce off the 70 again. Could go long. We saw this off of Sogo off the 5-minute when it went and touched that resistance and broke. We saw the bounce off that support here. We should have gone and tried to get long through this 84, 85 range off of 75 or 77. Huge bid I saw there on Sogo. I'm telling you guys, I missed out a little bit on this one. Would have loved to have been already in this stock now. Now it's a little fishy. There you go. I've been watching Sogo for, I think like since the first day. This is definitely a stock that in China is, it's kind of like a browser, and it has really great growth potential. So I think there's some long-term investors in this stock that have been driving it up. We're getting to the high here, which was 1530. This stock's a little annoying me since I missed it, guys. So I'm going to stop watching it. Whenever I feel that a little bit of annoyance on a stock, instead of trying to trade it and realize that, you know, now I got to go ahead and try to make up for the entry that I missed that was right here. That entry that was right here at 1490, but didn't take it for the pop there through 15. And now you can see the pullback come and pull back to 490s, 493 area. Maybe you could risk off of 15 and risk off of the 1490s, but I feel like it's just too much, and then you get this big old red candle here. If you did want to risk, it would be somewhere right there in the $15 range of risking off of 1486 or 1484. You could cut it a little short at 95 if you wanted. I do like the amount of volume that was up there. That is a good sign. The only thing is the resistance is right above it, 10 cents higher. Seeing VSTM there break down through that 470 there. Kind of liking this short here on VSTM there, guys. There's a bounce here, guys. What I still don't like is the VWAP is right there. Could bounce here. I don't like that. Would have to risk off of 76. There's Devo back to 570 there. Bounced off the support there. Is doing that second test. Yeah, I see it bouncing there off of 54. What I would see on Jibo is, so we got that first run, you got that pull back, you got a second run. Let it pull back, but just smaller, a little smaller. Long there, you see this stock definitely has some big players in it. So it's not really going with a pattern. It's more along just price action up. These are very hard, choppy patterns to play. It just did a flag down and then just went straight to the resistance and broke it. It's not what I like to see there. Alright, saw that 165 there, hold for VSTM there. Alright, so 63s, we could risk off of 74. We need a bounce here. Alright, gonna put out an order here at 61 for a bounce here. 61 to go short there on VSTM. I saw a couple spikes there to 56, 58. Not really getting the bounce that I need there. There's a big bidder, 753. Soho bouncing off of 15, back up there to the high. 15, 17. I hear you. Keith on that close below 54. I agree. We got to get below that VWAP first. No point in rushing into the short. Sogo, guys. Sogo was beautiful, guys. There, it's probably pushing right there on the 520s. Probably going to get up there to the 530s. I wouldn't long here as the resistance is there at 530. What I would be more long is that 15 pullback and trying to get out there at that 1530. You see, there's a big seller there at 520. I'm also watching Zoip. Keep an eye on TPIV. I think that could go long over 1150. Also seeing Zoip there bounce a little bit there, 69, 70s, 370s is looking like what I would like to short. Seeing the 67s there. Willing to take a short there if I could get filled there. Trying to get short on Zoid, but not really getting filled there. Was thinking about 68s. Guys, I see VSTM there bounce. Soho up there, 520s there, pushing on the highs. Remember, guys, there's a strong resistance there at 530. I agree. I still don't think short on VSTM either. VKTX doing the classic move, man. Alright. Not really seeing much, guys. All right, guys, trying to go long on TPIV there. I saw it break. That's 1140. I tried to get long there at 1140. Wasn't able to get filled there. I saw 39,000 shares there go through at 1138. Canceling down there in my 45 order as it still hasn't gotten filled. I was looking for this to go ahead and slam fill and I didn't get it there. Would have to take 100 shares now to risk off of the 36. But I definitely do think this could break out through the 1150s. Wanted it at the 1140. Took a slight second of hesitation. Would have been filled there at 1140 and would be waiting right now for a breakout to really take that profit. The key to longs is you want to know the ultimate risk. The ultimate risk right now I think is 1135 here. So if it crashed down, that would be the ultimate risk down. I've seen it bring down to there's 45s there. You definitely see off the 15-minute that it could break out here and get right back to those 1189s there. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3, down 3, and then swing back. Beginner, what are you doing here? What's going on, man? You better give your daughter the best gift ever. That win on PTC. Yeah, I saw that continuation. I just, it's really not my kind of trades, guys. I don't really like trading these high price stocks. I've done good and I've done bad with them. I always feel like you got to know how to deal with the share size. There you go. I can't blame you, bro. I can't blame you. But yeah, with the higher price stocks, it's a little bit harder to tell on the share size. What I always like to do is know your risk spot and go off of the amount of you want to risk. Let's say 30 bucks. 20 bucks, whatever it is, and then you got to change your share size accordingly. I am seeing TPIV there hit those 1150s, tapping. 46 is always on the bid there. All right there, guys. Trying to get filled there at 50. Seeing a little breakout possible happen here on TPIV there. Would like this to drop below 50 and fill me. It might not drop there. This is why I wanted to get filled in that 40 spot, guys. That 40 spot would have gave us the ability right now to take half of it off. We'd have been able to take half of it off, taking a little bit off, $10. Giving us the 100 shares right here with a nice little risk to break out. Seeing 52 by 55 there. Seeing it hold there, guys. All right. Let's see if we get filled here on a little pullback push out. Still not enough size in there going through to really make this run, guys. I thought we would have an explosion there and didn't really have that explosion. Just have been slowly getting up there. And if you see the volume, it's really not that high of volume. Now we're getting that extension to 65 there. See a pull back to like 53 area. Can come happen right now. I'm gonna pull it up on the lower chart, guys. TPIV, VSTM. I'm gonna send it to the top. See this win on my radar there, on my alert scanner, win. Definitely extended there, but low volume on that stock. Not something I want to trade. See, I was watching this 1140. It was looking really interesting. Whenever we see these holds like this, I actually really like these to go and extend long and at least test to the resistance, which would be here at 65. I didn't take this trade on TPIV earlier yesterday on Friday, and I felt like I should have taken it here, right here at 1140, risking off of 1130s, and it gave me the 10-cent risk. The only problem was that the volume had died out, and really hard volume the opposite way can really jam it down. So I didn't want to take the 200 share size. So what I should have done is, just to be comfortable, take about half my share size and wait for the rip, and then look to add to get an average to really make some money. Seeing VST, I'm there, just hang out. Just hang out, guys. Seeing VKTX there fail to go long past 13. G-Vo. Man, I wish I would have been able to trade this stock today, guys. You saw that tight consolidation, breakout. PTCT bouncing off that resistance. This is exactly the trade that beginner likes to take. He likes to short there and hope that it bounces off that resistance, holding the support, holding the new resistance, which was the old support, coming right back down there, making that move down. And DM, not tradable, but pushing a little bit there on the 270s. I could see this stock failing out there today. The STM there crossing below the VWAP again. So we got this one down, one up, two down, two up, three down. It's looking good there. All right, gonna look for a slight bounce here to 60s or 59 there. Still seeing it hold those 54s. Needs to get under 750. Right now we're looking, if we do go short on VSTM, we would be risking off a 67. Saw that big bidder there. All right, seen it slam down there on 50s. Expecting one more bounce there. All right, would like it to bounce like right just slightly to the VWAP, if not slightly above. All right, 760s. If this bounces up there to 760s, that's where I would look. All right, looks like it's just crashing down below 750s there. What's the sizing there? We got 4,000 at 47, 13,000 at 51. It's holding pretty low there. Waiting for a bounce, guys. All right, seen the bounce here. Three thousand shares there at 53. Yo, Salty, you want that 570 back on Jivo? Well, let's learn from that trade, brother. I understand why you wanted to get into it, as it's at 923. Can't blame you for wanting it back there at 670 or at 570. Oh man, why could this stock have been tradable today, guys? Look at this. This is where you guys make your money. This is what I'm talking about, guys, that we really got to find the stocks where the money is being exchanged and try to make the money there, because the setup was there to make that money, And really what I've been seeing in the market is that most of the time we jump into a setup that's really not fully developed, or a stock that's not really moving. We're more trying to make predictions, and then this is what happens. You know, what we're looking for is that momentum move. The stock going today, when it slowed down there underneath $5, now up there to $9.45, up more than 169%. As it continues through the 950s there, guys. This is when you take a small size and you try to take your normal trades that you normally would do. What I mean is, look for the setup that you normally would take, but take this with like 50 shares or 25 shares and just try to make a good gain on it. Learn how to deal with the emotions of something moving this fast. Look at it go up there. It's probably going to get up there to the 10. So one of the key things also is that shorters are up here trying to get this little pullback because the extension is really high up. So if you look at the 5-minute, the extension is on the 9 is all the way down to 750. This is when shorters are getting squeezed and squeezed repetitively. This is why it's really bad to short on first day green. You see, there was people that shorted there hard there at 950s, 955s with small share size, and then that shit went down all the way about $1. $1 swing there, guys. On GBO, that dollar swing there is how the shorters that are shorting the top ticks make their money. Definitely not my strategy, but what a mover on GBO. GBO, man. Trying to find the sympathy play, man. There's usually traders taking sympathy, the next thing that moves. Nat is tradable, yes. I need to see this more on a daily. Alright. Definitely looks like it's a little bit extended. It's not really moving. Salty, what a swing, man. What a swing of emotions. Remember, guys, these are the stocks that you want to start small share size, a fourth of your share size, and size into it. Build up an average where you got confirmation on the pattern that you can go ahead and hold and get that emotion out off of you. So the key really is like, just know your fourth of the sizing. Take that. Once you get that confirmation on the pullback, that's where you go and you add your full load. Then that gives you the ability to really see the stock, let it jump a little bit, see the big share size that's going in there, know where you want to do your add, and hit it hard as it pushes up on that next pop. You go and you get out. But really, 100%, you're completely right, Salty. And that's why I'm talking about it. It's the emotions in these trades, especially trades like GBO right now, that if you can learn to capitalize that emotion and try to trade careless, but at the same time using a strategy. What I mean by careless is not that you don't care, but that you stay objective and neutral. You only try to determine your risk and you don't need to know what's going to happen next. You just stay in the process. You use your approach by using a fourth of the sizing to get into the stock and build that average up so that you can take that swing. Because let's say if you even went long there right now off of 855, 860 right there, and you took 25 shares, or on my case, a fourth of the 200. Let's say you took 50 shares there. I can go ahead and I can risk 50 shares off of 44 and not have a problem. But the problem is that if I go and I swing 1,000 shares right now, is I will have a problem if it comes down, 20, 30 cents. So that's how you size in. You use like 50 shares there. I got in there at 860. Now I'd be adding there at 9, looking for the 9 break. And now you can go ahead and sell half of it right there at 925 there on the bid, taking out some of the profit. And as it comes back down, you're looking for a pullback to add underneath 9 that you can build that average and maybe get this swing back up there to 977. It's very, very hard to take a position like on Jivo if you're just trying to just swing in there with 1,000 shares. It's just, you would have to have at the very minimum, I'd say $2,000 or $3,000 cushion in your account where it's not going to bother you for you to take a trade of that magnitude here on this move of volatility. AMD is a good stock. The only problem with AMD is the flow's very high. I feel like sometimes with those kind of stocks you can't really gain an edge on them. But you are right, definitely has been making a great move today from 1625 areas, 20 area, all the way up now to 1730s. You see, but the pattern isn't really pretty. What I like to do on AMD is use more of a 5-minute because the way it moves, I've seen that stock go up and down really swingy. All right, just looking around. The STM there popped up to 64. Definitely not what we wanted to see. We're going to go ahead and just keep this on watch, guys. This is a stock that could go long again. So one of the key things I'm doing is I'm building a resistance and a trend line on the 5-minute. $75 is where I would actually look for it. Looking like it wants to swing back. Look for a third touch there at 70 right now. Glad I didn't short it early there as we went down. Had that one attempt to break down that support. Had that second attempt to break that support and bounced off of there. There's that push to 70 that I expected. And probably going to hold here as the resistance lines there. 15-minute line. I wish I would have been watching Zoip out the open. It's a stock that gapped down that I definitely was taking an eye on. My only problem was I did not watch it out the open. I didn't have a chart on it, and it definitely was a beautiful VWAP fade from the beginning. It went. I would have liked to short it there somewhere in the $4 range or 390s as it was coming back down. Definitely thought it was gonna bounce maybe off that 380 range. Was looking to take half of it there and then watching the rest of it break down. There's Givo, probably going to go for that third swing there. VKTX there, crashed down there, guys. We need to bounce to 1260 there. Is that a 10 back to 780s probably right here on VSTM. Little swing back. would be the low of day move for VKTX there. Looks like a head and shoulders to me on the 15-minute. Doesn't look like a long pattern. If you see this 15-minute, we've gotten the head here, a shoulder here, looking for another shoulder there, and then a fail down. Trying to short off a 47 here for VKTX. Canceling for a second there. Seeing that bounce there. It did get off the lows, which was 1255. I saw it tap up the 60s. I was kind of interested there as it had the ask on 60, but didn't really get the move that I wanted there. The bounce possibility there is just a little bit too high for me. And that's something I really like to short here. You can see it bouncing to 65 real quick. There's 47s. If I did want to take it, it would be now. I'm going to give VKTX there a little bit more time. As below 1234, this will really start looking red on the day and could come down to $12. So still gives us a range there. Don't want to just jump in short here and then watch this spike back up to VWAP. There you go, above there. That's why I kind of didn't want to push there. Now it's back up to the 55s there. Jibo absolutely crazy today. TPIV there, down to 35s. I kind of expected this move as I've been watching this stock on a 15-minute there. But I have to risk off a 26 here. Or 25. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2. Probably going to do an up 3. Well, you could count this as an up 1. So what I like to do is if I don't know which one is going to be the up 1, I go to the 1 minute and I look at it. I got that 1 up, 1 down, 2 up, 2 down, 3 up, 3 down. Don't want it to come below 1105. 1105 is the ultimate bottom. I'm seeing this bounce there off of 1124. Off of 1124 would be the risk right now. So we're seeing it come below the VWAP again. A lot of times if we see stocks do this up 1, come below the VWAP, come back above, it usually breaks out there. So we want to see if it's going to come and swing right back. TPIV definitely has the potential today to make a huge gain. There was 600,000 volume on that first 930 candle. And I'm going to continue watching VSTM there. Seeing VKTX there go up to 1260, back there at 1248 now. Watching VKTX, watching VSTM, watching TPIV. We got a little cushion as we took a little small scalp trade on VSTM. Now I'm looking to go ahead and take my victory for the day. I just need to plan out a nice trade and hold to my risk and then go ahead and look for that win. Seeing VKTX there off of 1250 do like a little bear flag back. That's what I'm talking about, NYC. Good job, NYC. That's what I like to hear, man. Great trading, guys. If you did trade GVO and came out profitable, I should just show you and teach you guys that you can trade stocks like this. I always say using the 90 EMA is always a great thing to look at. If you look actually here, if you follow this on a 90 EMA for the 1 minute, you see these pullbacks to the 90 EMA. These are entrances for you that you can take for these swings. So you see, this is what I would call now the pattern breakdown, as it was supposed to swing past that $10 range. So now I would look for a bounce somewhere up here in the 80s or 70 range if I wanted to crash this down. Yeah, definitely, man. Take that green day and run, man. And one of the key things is remind yourself tomorrow that you don't want to take a setup that's just going to give these profits back. It needs to be a great setup like it was today. I don't think it was a bad move to take that third swing, as you actually did get this 1 up, 1 down, 2 up, 2 down, 3 up. Right here, this is that third up. You want to see it hold support and swing past, and what it did was it hold support, it went up here, it touched support one more time, and then it swing past it here at 27, and that's when you want to go ahead and try to get that long. You can take half of it out at 944, the other another part up here at 981. That's using the risk and reward, knowing that you can risk off of these supports, take a trade there where it's like 20-cent risk, small share size for a big gain, a 40-60% gain. Good shit, man. Good shit, man. Way to sell on that rip. If you sold there at 10.10, that means you actually sold on the rip and you were looking to sell into the rip and not be greedy. That's one of the real keys in this trade, is that you want to go ahead and you want to sell into rips. You don't want to be greedy on these kind of trades. You want to take profits off, start building a cushion to the name. Let's say if I was up on GVO, up $200-300, it doesn't matter to me to go ahead and take a trade that I'm going to go risk $100 back. But great trade there, NYC. That's what I want to hear, guys. I want you guys to really, try to determine your risk and reward. Take chances on trades like this and know where your stop is. As long as you follow your stop and you follow your plan and you find a setup, a true setup like this where it was a flag, that's what you want to go ahead and take. Those are the trades you want to go ahead and take swings in. We got this flag right here, and you want to go ahead and take that swing to take advantage of this opportunity. I definitely think in the future that's where I'm leaning towards. You got to learn how to really size into trades and take the swing. This is a stock that you could take a swing. So let's say if you did actually get this on this first pullback here at 850s and you got this first swing up there to 935s, you could have took half out and gave yourself some profit. When it comes back to this 860 range, 870 range add, then it comes up to this 935, you go and you take half of it off again. This is going and paying you throughout the trade. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and risk off the 9 EMA there and take a big swing on the way back up. So that's what really makes money, guys. Pros get an average down here somewhere in this 880 range with a whole big sizing, knowing that the support, their average is now on the support, and when they get this breakout here, they go and they sell for big profits. The key really is that the whole time in their trade, they're trying to build an average and sell out if they need to. So they know their stop. They respect their stops, and no matter what, they will stop out. Definitely good psychology there, use NYC. Go ahead and grab that new pair of shoes, man. Celebrate. Grab that wood for reserve. Light a candle, whatever it needs. Go celebrate the day. Realize that it's not a euphoria high from the gain of money, but that you took well executed trades, and that's why you're going to go and have this euphoria feeling. It's not from the money that you're seeing. It's not the green. It's the actual trade. Stare at this trade over and over and over and over again, and nail this trade over and over again, and you definitely will be a consistent, profitable trader, grabbing new shoes every day. Jeezys, baby. Jeezys. Take care, man. Keep working, man. Keep working hard. See, I definitely think TPIV might do that swing back, that third swing also. And I think it could be a breakout swing. So the top here is about 1190. 1190. We have support there off of 1093. 1093, there is a support. So that was the closed back there at 607. So if I did take a trade, I'd have to risk off of this 1126 there. But it's only a 10-cent risk with a potential of 50 cents on the gain. Alright guys, seeing this come up there to the 1040s there. Thinking about putting an order there at 1137 there. My risk would be off of 1127 there. So it'd be a 10-cent risk. 100 shares, $10 to make a potential nice gain there. definitely looking interesting. The only problem is the volume, guys. No volume since here. If I would have seen volume here, it would have looked interesting for sure. Looking at VSTM build there, still looking bullish to me. As it's curved around there. Want to see it hold those 64s now. Just watch it through that cycle, man. Watch it through that cycle, guys. AMDM trying to do a breakout there. It's really not my type of stock. There's not enough sense there. Would have to have a lot bigger sizing, but it does look like it has a 5-minute bull flag there, and it's going to test the resistance there at 32. Looking at Axon, guys. I'm looking at Axon right now. Seeing this bear flag. Just watching for right now. TPIB there breaking out from the 40s. Had that feeling it was going to make this attempt. But really haven't seen volume come into stocks. That's what's been keeping me out of this. But the 15-minute told me to go ahead and take a swing. Risk 5 cents. So we wanted to hold these 31s, 33s, build between here, then break out above this 65 over here. But it needs volume, guys. Not seeing any setups I like. It's 12-12, guys. Gonna go ahead and probably wrap it up for right now. Maybe make a move back here at lunchtime. See if I can capitalize on one more trade. Just don't want to sit here and just burn myself out. It's one of the key things is you don't want to burn yourself out. You want to come back when there's opportunity. Lunchtime there usually isn't that much. Seeing Axon reject there to that 70s. Touching down to 362s there. BSTM here, 15-minute. Looking bullish. Above 780s. But could be head and shoulders, as we got one shoulder, a head, and a shoulder here. Putting the resistance up to 83. Alright guys, I'm going to set an alert for this stock and I'm going to get off for a little bit. I'll probably be back on probably like an hour. I need to take a lunch break and walk my dog and just kind of relax. And you know, one of the key things I said today that I wanted to do is trade a stock that actually had some potential, not just slamming on something. I am seeing this breakdown on Axon here. Saw 10,000 shares there go through there at 360 though. I do think this could crash down below 360. I saw it bounce there and had that bear flag there. It's been holding these 360s for a long time. Underneath this, it could go down below, break down to 321. Getting that confirmation there. There you go, breaking down below it. Alright guys. Alright, set up an alert for that. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream here, guys. We finished the day for right now up $16, one trade, getting in there at 61, getting out of there at 69 on VSTM. Maybe should have held a little bit more for the rip and could have got up there to the 780s, 790s, but definitely wanted to take a quick scalp and get a nice little cushion for the day. $16. This way we can go ahead and risk those $16 and try to take a nice swing. Never really getting it to where I could get into the swing zone, as I like to call it. But you see Axon breaking down there and nothing really giving there. TPIV there. Holding like I expected. I expected it to come back up and then come back down, touch that 9 EMA, and then curl again. So we'll watch this for the afternoon breakout. To play it safe, I'd like to see it past 66, but the breakout could happen at 63. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the stream down here, guys. Like always, guys, I'll come in, I'll come out, guys. Another green day. Celebrate, guys. Let's celebrate. We're back in the green, baby.